The crisis in Ukraine is the most serious test of European security in the 21st century so far, and the United Kingdom's interests are twofold. First, we want to see a stable, prosperous and unified Ukraine, able to determine its own future, free from external pressure or interference. Second, we have a vital interest in the upholding of international law and the United Nations Charter, the honouring of treaties, and the maintenance of a rules-based international system. Russia's actions in Crimea run roughshod across all of these fundamental principles and threaten the future of Ukraine. I pay tribute, Mr. Speaker, to the extraordinary restraint shown by the Ukrainian government, its military forces, and its people in the face of immense provocation, with part of their country invaded and tens of thousands of forces massed on their border by a neighbour that refuses to rule out further military intervention against them. There is a grave danger of a provocation elsewhere in Ukraine that becomes a pretext for further military escalation. We are working urgently to agree the mandate of an expanded OSCE monitoring mission to all parts of the country in the coming days. On Friday, I met US Secretary of State John Kerry and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov before their bilateral talks here in London. Russia was presented with a series of proposals to de-escalate the crisis and to address the situation in Crimea. After 6 hours of talks, Russia rebuffed these efforts, and on Sunday the referendum went ahead. The Crimean authorities claimed a turnout of 83% of the population, with 96.8% voting in favour of joining Russia. Yesterday, the Parliament of Crimea formally applied to join the Russian Federation, and President Putin signed a decree recognising Crimea as a sovereign state. He has now announced in the last 2 hours new laws to incorporate Crimea into the Russian Federation. It was regrettable to hear President Putin today choosing the route of isolation, denying the citizens of his own country and of Crimea partnership with the international community and full membership of a range of international organizations, and Russia's right to help shape the 21st century in a positive manner. No amount of sham and perverse democratic process or skewed historical references can make up for the fact that this is an incursion into a sovereign state and a land grab of part of its territory with no respect for the law of that country or for international law. I'll just complete this point and then I'll give way, of course, to one of my honourable friends. The referendum was clearly illegal under the Ukrainian constitution, which states that the Autonomous Republic of Crimea is an integral constituent part of Ukraine, can only resolve issues related to its authority within the provisions of the constitution, and that only the Ukrainian parliament has the right to call such referendums.